Dr. Stone! Holy shit! Wow, this was an interesting chapter. I had to get that opening.
Oh, were you filming? Were you filming that?
I got like the last moan.
Wait. Did you get me saying, like, screaming it? Tell me, please, God, tell me you got me screaming Thurman is playing Ace. Did you get it or not?
I didn't. I got the moan in the background while he was closing his browser.
Did you get him laughing at least?
Yes, I
Oh my
did.
God. Yeah. So Thurman, before we come on, Thurman's like, "Hold on, guys. While I'm waiting for you to call, I'm just gonna start watching my Asian porn." And then I'm like, I come on, and then he answers the Skype call, and it's just playing loudly in the background, and I'm like, this guy has no tact.
I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it.
I told him that while I'm waiting, I'm gonna scroll through my Asian porn to find one after we're done filming. Then they call me, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna play a random porn video and see if they notice. It took them forever to notice.
Well,
I was
I'll
like,
be honest, you always have fucking some sort of background noise, like every time we. So like at first I'm just thinking it's someone watching something on TV, one of your dumb fucking nephews, and then it's like, wait a minute, that's
wait, that's a hard ass moan. Oh my God, he's watching porn in the Skype call.
Yeah. This man just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he'd be scrolling through to find his next porn if he was, like, at his grandma's deathbed.
No, my guy. No, my guy. He'd be watching it at the funeral.
I need a depression fap after this fucking death is over.
Porn is love. Porn is love, no? Just don't let it consume you. Just like anything, too much of anything is bad, bro.
True.
If you've made it to 2 minute mark, congrats on making it to the review.
Wow. So, what Xeno, man? Like, I can't get a grasp on this. I don't know what this guy's like. What does he want? Like, he's chill with Senku, but like, he's also like kind of fucking them over, but not fucking them over as much as he could be. Because there was moments where like, you know, he's helping them. It's very. Like, what do you guys take? What's your take on that?
He is. Go ahead,
Chaotic neutral, bro.
He's chaotic neutral, controlled by that Stanley dick.
Because I mean, if we're being honest here, like I like just from his like being alone, like I don't even know like if his motivation to control all of humanity is even still a thing anymore. Like he doesn't even talk about it as much anymore. So I'm just
so
like,
yeah, no, like it certainly doesn't, unless it's gonna be one of those surprise motherfucker. Like it could be a Vegeta thing where like all throughout the Cell Saga you start to forget that he was ever evil, and then surprise Majin Vegeta. You know, like maybe it'll come back.
Because I'm just like this man was going the whole rant. Like literally in his flashback, he was just like, "Oh yeah, you know, if humanity started over, I would definitely, you know, become an anarchist, you know, rule over all of humans, you know."
No, that's not what anarchism means. You fucking idiot.
You know.
Wait, stop. Wait. Anarchy by definition is like anti-government, like rule. So I'm gonna become an anarchist and then rule over humanity is like completely opposite of one another.
Buzzkill. He doesn't know how to, you know, just.
I mean, I'm just saving you the humility of being that wrong. Like, you're welcome.
I know I'm wrong, but you know, as humans, we make up words all the time.
I was wrong on purpose. I swear, guys.
Yeah, I was wrong on purpose, dog.
Yeah.
It flowed so well. Like it was just like like it's like you tell that joke, right? And then like someone's just like, well, actually, no, come on, man. All right. But that's for you. Anyway, back up to saying. So yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting because it's just like his motivation was to rule over all humanity, and he hasn't talked about it for like 10, 20 chapters. Like,
well, don't forget that one weird shot that you hated, where it was like our interests align, Xeno.
I can't believe it. After like no misses until that one chapter. One chapter.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's strange with him, and that's why, like I said a million times, I just think that Senku softened him up a bit, because seeing Senku, this basically like probably the closest thing to like a son to him. You know what I mean? Because he kind of raised him through those emails. You know, like and I imagine it happened pretty often. So you get the vibe that like Senku's appearance here has kind of softened him up a bit, very much like what happened with Vegeta all throughout like the Cell Saga. You know, like getting that Bulma pussy really did something to him.
Yeah. So I really think like you guys are spot on here, but what really concerns me is like the softening of our villain, so to speak.
Oh, the villain is Stanley now. There's not always got to be a concern, David. You're such a critical fuck. Get over it.
Says the motherfucker who spent like the entire Promised Neverland being an over criticizing cunt.
Oh, please. You hated it just as much as I did.
I wasn't as critical as you up until the very end.
Yeah, sure.
But like,
here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the classic tale of two exes, right? Battling, like, don't get over it. You love the sex too, yeah, but you know.
But it's the mess for me.
There's no concern. Xeno is either A, gonna be chill now. Here's the three paths that we have. Okay, either A, Xeno has become this kind of like neutral, like not as evil as once before, but then Stanley is the new evil. B, Xeno is going to surprise shorty, fucking come in, pull a Majin Vegeta, and then like actually I've been evil this whole time, just biding my time. Or C, my preferred thing, Xeno is beginning to be won over by Senku, slowly becoming more and more good. Then when Stanley comes back into the picture, you have a situation where Stanley's like, Xeno, you're not the same. You're not the same man I fell in love with that ambition to take over the world. You've been softened by this fuck. And then they fight.
Wait. There's a fourth.
That third one is mid for me, if I'm being
really?
I'm not a fan of.
Why?
Not a fan of it.
There's also a fourth option.
Honestly, we kind of already had that with Tsukasa and Hyoga.
True.
Very spot on, and that's
so. But and honestly, that's not in Stanley's character. Stanley, I honestly, I don't really think Stanley has any motivation besides just following Xeno. Like he's not like.
But what does he like about Xeno? It can't just be blind fucking love. That's not what we've set up to have.
We'll probably find out, you know, because I mean,
exactly.
At this point, like I don't really like there's no everything that we've seen so far from Stanley doesn't point to the fact that he'd be like, you've changed, you've lost your motivation, you've lost your drive. Like I because for that to happen, like something massive would happen.
Watch it fucking happen.
If it happens, then I'll happily take my L. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be like, yeah, but like it would be like how you hated the Ben 10 Deku shit when I was writing that. You're like, I hate it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a beautiful moment.
Yeah. So but Stanley isn't really like he doesn't give me as someone who he has his own motivations, but for the most part he's just like his right hand man, like his top gun. Like he'll go to hell and back if Xeno wanted him to. Like that's how close. So I feel like if anything, your third thing, I'd be like, I think Stanley would be hesitant. He'd be like, "Are you sure? Are you really sure?" And he would be like, but he's like,
I just love drama. I'm a bitch for drama. I love me some characters arguing. I'll be honest.
I agree, bro. Character arguments.
The fourth option you guys are missing is like final battle in space.
Well, I mean that's the end of the series,
the end of the series, but like how far out are we from the end of the series? Like we got a few cities left to do.
I would guess a couple hundred chapters. I think I discussed this on the one that there was one that you didn't join because of your hiatus or something, and I think we discussed this in that one, and we were guessing like maybe 100, 150 more.
Yeah, probably like 353, and no more than like 350.
Yeah, I'd get that general vibe.
I'd be shocked if this series went on to at least 400, 500 chapters. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The pace we're going with, like, this arc alone, like, holy shit. I'd be shocked if we keep this Brazil part going for another 15, 20 chapters, even.
Well, let's be careful and not repeat our same Chainsaw Man mistakes and fucking, like, I know technically we were right, but...
We were right. Suck it.
We all know why Chainsaw Man is so Fujimoto couldn't draw Denji having sex. That's all. That's the reason why. That's
It's
literally.
like we need a new magazine just for the Digisex.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't
literally,
fucking
that's
wait.
one of the reasons why Fujimoto's like, I want to dog Jinji getting a W for once, finally getting some pussy, but it's Shonen Jump.
Any other author could just imply it, but he's like, no, you have to see Dick enter. You have to see Dick enter.
So, where I'm not saying.
Also, I have to know: are we gonna get canonical Denji penis length? Like, what, are we just gonna see it?
Who knows? It's Fujimoto.
Are we finally gonna get that chainsaw dick I've been wanting since the beginning of that series?
If we get chainsaw dick, we gotta get clip bullet.
Yes. Because
it can be real.
Dick, while entering, the chainsaw dick would be revving. The teeth of the chainsaw would catch the clit and then launch it off.
Do you know how badly that would hurt the vagina?
Yeah, I do. Well, no, I mean, I don't, but like I can imagine.
I feel like only devils can have sex with other devils because
their penis. Yeah, it would be like a Big Mom Kaido situation. Remember how we
imagine having sex with the gun devil, bro.
So, here's what happens. You armament hockey up. We discussed this. You armament hockey up the dick. You armament hockey up the pussy, and then it just sounds like two pots clanging together.
Blang blang blang.
You're right? Yeah.
That's really funny.
Anyway, so with Dr. Stone, though, I don't know. Like, my final take on this, because we talk about fucking Xeno's allegiance all the time. I just think that he seems like I cannot see a situation where, because he's so chummy with Senku, like I can't see him turning on him again. I just don't see it. And if it does happen, it's going to be because if you don't want to do the whole Senku or Stanley Xeno argument thing, that's fine. But at the very least, I could see a situation where Stanley, it's like, you have both of you seen the musical movie Grease?
Years and years ago.
Grease is the what is the, you know that one, right?
Yeah.
Like back in high school.
Like, a big plot line of that movie was that he, during the summer, when he was away from school, he met like a girl, and he was like himself and super kind and chill and bubbly with the girl. But then when he was around his boys at school, he had to play off and be cool and like a douchebag, you know. And then she was like, "You're different now." You remember that?
Yep.
Like, I'm imagining a situation where, if you don't want to have the Stanley argument, that's fine. But how about in a reverse situation where, like, when he's around Senku, he's like chill, but then when he's around Stanley, to keep up kind of like his appearances of like, like I'm this cool world dominating guy, then he goes back to being evil because he's around Stanley and he hops sides again, like maybe something like that.
Yeah, I can see it.
I just, because like that's the only way I see him returning to like a genuine threatening bad guy position, if that's something, because he's just so chill with, like, him and Senku are just chummy constantly. I just don't see it. I don't see him being anything more than like a semi-threatening rival, like a rival who wouldn't like kill you, like almost like what Grimmjow became to Ichigo in the final arc. Remember that, David, where they would just talk back and forth like, yeah, I want to fight you again. Oh, I'll fight you again, Grimmjow.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. But they weren't like gonna kill each other. It was just kind of like, yeah, I'd like to get another fight in, that kind of thing. Like, that's the only thing I can see them being. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens going forward. But rather than that, just moving forward from that, can we talk about, and now that Thurman has made it very clear to everyone after my dreaded L that Chelsea is legal, we can appreciate this fucking I don't know what you call it, like a double page spread.
Yes, sir.
Oh my! Like, whenever women manspreading is very hot to me. You know, they opening up them legs. It's an open invitation.
Jesus,
that shit was clean. You gotta love a confident woman, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Like,
gotta appreciate.
Don't say Jesus. What the fuck are you saying, dude?
So I'm sorry, YouTube. We're canceling Red there. That was sexist.
Listen, no, Thurman honestly said it way better. I couldn't think of it, but that's what it is. It's the confidence, man. Like, it's so sexy, bro. I love it.
It is very sexy. You're joining the ranks of Marilyn Manson right now. I'm sorry, Red. You're canceled. It's now the David and Thurman channel.
The pose, dude. The pose is good. The pose is clean.
I love the little like circle thing she always does too. Like little.
You love that because you're imagining her fucking doing that around your dick. Don't pretend.
No, see, bro.
Is that projection?
I know I'm a pervert, but that was reaching to the stars.
No, wait, I swear to God. Wait a minute. I swear to God, in our first review, when she did that shit, I could have sworn you said something.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
I could have sworn.
Somebody find a timestamp if Thurman said it.
The first review, you were just like, "Oh, she's illegal, bro." She's like,
I thought she was. So I was staying away from it with a 10-foot pole. I was like, goodbye. You gotta understand, when you're into like small short girls like me, you gotta be very careful. Like until there's like 17,000%, 1 million, 1 billion% confirmation.
1 billion%.
I'm going for Senku joke there.
It's,
10 billion. Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's really easy when you have the fucking big hulking 9'4" muscly girl kink. You don't gotta worry.
Hey. I just want the vampire mommy to step on me, okay? Shut up.
I just like gremlins, and they tend to be small, you know? Look at this bitch. She's a gremlin.
She's absolutely gremlin.
David understands my love for gremlins.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, he's bagged one now, right?
Yeah.
He finally caught another gremlin.
I caught a gremlin.
Of all, you know, I've never been body type. Never been a thing. Like height and like body type has never been a thing for me. Like,
well, but I like both. Honestly, I'm just a fan of like abnormal. So like very tall girls into it, very short girls into it, and then normal. It's like okay. I like to pick apart. I like to find the thing that's like the most unique about a person, and like hyper focus on that usually. So if they're really short, I talk about that. If they're really tall, I talk about that. If they're really small, I talk about that. If they're really wide, I talk about that. Small boobs, I talk about that. Huge boobs, I talk about that. That's just how I am.
What about small ass versus huge ass?
I don't know. I mean, like,
no
if you don't have an ass, usually people just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? People just pretend. They ignore it.
I mean, there's some assholes out there.
You need that fucking Pixar mom ass, okay? We're getting you implants. I have legit heard people, even my fucking Lyft driver today was on that kind of, I'm like, dude, the hell? He was talking about his Tinder date, like, he was like, oh, the only thing missing is the big ass. That knocks her down from a 6. That knocks her down from a 10 to a 6, just like that. I'm like,
that's fuck no.
I'm like, the fuck you on about?
So,
in my mind, here's the thing. In my mind, all you need is one, okay? Very good boobies, good thighs, or good ass. And if you have just one, you're amazing. You know what I mean? Like so. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the classic case of men just being garbage, dog.
Yeah. All men are trash.
You talking about us or just like those guys?
No, those guys.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was garbage for what I just said.
You guys respect women, dog.
You're damn right. You
want to respect women.
Unironically, this is gonna sound
like meeting your soulmate, right? She's into anime, you know, into everything you like.
And then she doesn't have an ass, and you're like, "Get out of here, bitch."
She's like, "Sorry, you are definitely everything I want in a married woman, but your ass is lacking." So
I hate people so fucking much. Oh my God.
And just to make it fair, you know, so people won't think we're hagging on men, you know.
Oh yeah, women do it too. Yeah.
We're gonna go to the opposite side. Imagine meeting your special boy, you know, he likes everything you like, into everything.
But he's 5'4", so
he's 5'4", and his dick is like 4 inches. Oh well.
Wait, hold on. So the dick thing, I kind of get it, because like you got to be able to make them feel. Rather than the dick size, let's focus on how they are in bed. Like, because if they can't make you come, like what's gonna happen?
Okay, fine. That's better. That's better.
Yeah.
But I mean, but even then,
he had everything I was asking for, but he couldn't get me there.
Yeah, that is a genuine issue on both sides. I'm talking about height. Height is fucked. Like let's say great in bed, gonna make you come like crazy, and he loves all the shit you love, but he's like 5'4". That's scum.
5'4". And what makes it worse too, you're 5'5". You're 1 inch taller than him, but he's still because he's not.
Yeah. Some girls can't fucking handle that. I will not be taller than a man. There was literally, I read Comey. I've told you about Comey. There's a moment in Comey where I think she like finds one of his outfits or I don't know what, but like she was like checking how tall he was, and she was like relieved that she was like 1 inch shorter than him because they were like really close.
Oh my, that's an issue.
I know, dude. It's just so fucking baked into culture.
Like, it sucks, man. Especially that you can't control. Like height is something you can't control.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing about the dick size thing is like, let's say you have a bad dick, fucking make it up with your oral and finger game, baby. There's always something you can do.
Yeah, but people are just like, I find it so hilarious too about that. It's just like every girl, like not every girl, but like some women.
Every girl.
gotta stop myself from generalizing.
Incel. The incel is crawling his way out of fucking Thurman.
Oh, sorry, I almost went back to the old days for a second. But some women be like, I want like this guy with like a 12-inch cock, and then they get that guy, and they're like, shit, my pussy hurts after sex now. Oh, that's not good.
Well, yeah, and that goes both ways too, because then you have the guys that are like H-cup boobies.
Oh man.
Except anyway, back to Dr. Stone.
I don't shy away from those. We take those like men. Sit on me, and if I die, I die.
So this all stemmed from me saying that Chelsea's spread there was hot, both in the sense that it's a manga spread and also that she spread it. Giggity.
No, I hate Quagmire. Anyway.
So just to remind everybody that was technically on topic. So yeah, what Xeno's doing here, and it confused the fuck out of me at first, but yeah, he supercharged his like fucking magnet metally diddly thing. Because I've seen that before, where people like put a piece of metal in between the coils and then like make it magnetized and shit. And now that's sending like a little signal that they can track, which is crazy, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then we finally got to find out what he did with the blinking. Yeah.
So, that's actually shocking. I thought, because remember, we thought he was just saying, "Stop following me, you piece of shit."
Yeah,
but he was like, the goal is Araxa in Brazil.
And that's why I'm so like confused, because like he does want him to fall. I don't get it. What do you want?
Yeah, it's very confusing here.
It's time, my man. Like a rational fucking human at this point just says, hey, like Psyche's pretty fucking cool. His boys are pretty cool. We could be cool with him. Let's just fucking work together. Like world domination was pretty fucking dumb anyway. Like let's just fucking make a cool world, okay?
And like Stanley.
What are we going to do tonight, Stanley?
Same thing we do everything, Xeno.
He literally has no qualms for killing them either. Like he has no problem killing 17 and 16-year-olds, bro. Like
he was going to. Oh, Stanley, yes, yeah, for sure.
It's like he
literally said
now
we're gonna turn him into Swiss cheese.
When the kiddies show up, we'll make Swiss cheese. Like this man is violent.
Like, yeah, dude, that's why I'm saying, like, I need to know. We need a deeper Stanley flashback, because we haven't gotten. Remind me, like, the only thing we know about him is he was in like the military, right, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of militaristic force.
And we saw the flashback when they got petrified, that he was like very protective of Xeno, and he was like, like that was the first thing where I was like, oh my god, crush. Oh, ooh, he's got a crush. So I don't know. We need more about him, what his ideals are, because he does seem to be a man who's down with there just not being laws anymore. Because he seems to be reveling in the fact that he's not going to be arrested for murdering some children.
So seriously, like at this point, we basically have ship confirmed. So I want a "I Kissed a Boy" parody of Dr. Stone characters here in the comments.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just saying, like Stanley is really, really love struck by Xeno, and it's just this man killing to the point of making kids into Swiss cheese.
He's
just
on that fucking Obito from Naruto level.
Bro, like Zamatsu and Goku Black.
Hey, I never watched Super.
How did you not watch?
Because who cares? Dragon Ball's so boring. Are you kidding me?
It's fucking fan service. I respected it. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So you're telling me Goku Black was just simping the whole time?
I mean, Goku Black. It's like heavily. It's like I don't know if you've seen the meme of like Zamatsu and Goku Black hugging each other. Like. I'm pretty sure it's fake. Like.
So it was one of those never fully said, but like everyone's like, yeah, they're clearly in love, much like Xeno and Stanley here.
Yep.
Yeah, not really in love, but like it's just a lot of gay vibes, like
mega gay vibes.
Wait, why? How can you say not in love but gay vibes? Or is it time to cancel Thurman? If they're gay, it's not love. Is that what I'm hearing?
Wow. Wow.
I guess I'm the only one on the channel now. Red got canceled.
No, I had to Thurman. It's just because I had to divert the attention from myself.
Did you? So Red must have eaten the gum no mi, somehow.
That reach though.
He said, "Gumma gumma no reach."
Listen. Okay, I said some cringe shit earlier, and I fully admit it, and I just need everyone to forget it.
It's fine. See, the difference is they can't cancel you if you know you're mistaken.
I hope so. I feel like they probably can.
They can, but actual sane people will defend you and be like, "Hey, he apologized. It's not that big of a deal. Go on with your lives."
Remember when PewDiePie said the N-word on stream?
Yeah, I forgot about that. See how that works?
Oh yeah.
Now he's a VTuber.
You get mad for a month and then you're just like, oh, okay, on to the next.
See, the VTubers really got it figured out. They can say the N-word as much as they want. What are they gonna do?
Jeez. Oh.
How would they know?
They're gonna know. They're gonna know.
By the way, if it's not obvious, I'm trolling. But like, because honestly, they could probably like fucking IP track you and shit. If someone was mad enough, Antifa IP tracks you and fucking like snipes you through the fucking window for saying the N-word. Have you seen there was a meme I saw a long time ago. It was like the last white guy with an N-word pass running from Antifa, colorized 2020, and it was like one of those weird Gmod things where someone's like chasing someone.
Haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's not funny, but brought it up.
Wow.
Wow. God, this is awful, man. When I say some cringe shit and you guys don't laugh, it's just even cringier. Like, we have to delete it.
Nope.
Video gone.
Nope.
Video's gone.
Nope. This shit's going up. I'm not refilming.
I couldn't hear you, so I thought it was just.
It wasn't funny anyway.
I was responding to the whammon.
Oh my God, David, the simpage on this man. Like, just fucking wait till after the video.
I thought we were done. Like, we talked about the whole last chapter. I mean, what
no,
more?
Ooh, I can't stand, dude. This is why literally, you know how many details we haven't even gotten to on the. Sometimes I question if David even reads these chapters. Genuinely. We talked about the whole chapter. Apparently,
when David is smelling some pussy, bro,
yep,
nothing else matters. It's time.
Whole chapter. Well, let's go to page fucking 5 and look at that Chrome Pog. Okay, he's pogging.
I mean that can be the new fucking Pog emote. Like, just
look at it. It's he's got them lips.
I love how like it's so. Okay, I have to mention something here. This like Taiju like Chrome interaction. I don't know how I feel about it.
Like, tell me about it.
Because bro, like if they're so like different from each other. Like I can't see them getting like not necessarily getting along, but it's just like this whole like, oh, I know I gotta be natural, and just like, oh yeah, it's mostly with science. Like
because Chrome is a science fanboy now, so that's why he was like, fuck you, it's science. Science can do everything. Like he looks at science like a god.
And then he's like, the winner is me, and then the Taiju's like, oh dang, like bro, like they don't interact enough for me to be like, oh, haha, what a funny interaction. It should have been like fucking like Chrome or like fucking someone. I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about that.
The hatred of fucking Taiju transitioned from me to you now, because like
not even the hate of Taiju. I feel like Taiju should have been better with like someone else, like if Gen did it, or like fucking. I don't know.
Well, is it possible that the author's just trying to get them to interact more?
It seems so forced.
Y'all are fucking. Am I losing my mind? When did you two become hypercritical and me become the one that doesn't give a fuck?
I'm not being hypercritical. I'm just,
You're the one that made us this way.
Yeah, I've created 2 monsters. So I didn't realize I was this fucking insufferable.
You can be.
Oh, eat a cock, David.
Bring it here, baby. And without missing a beat, I'm just like, bring it here, baby.
Wow. You can be. Oh, eat a cock, Dave.
What? All right.
If we were doing that thing that like certain YouTubers did, where it's like the best moment of the video at the front now for viewer retention. That would have been it.
We could start doing that.
Should start doing
editing back. That would be pretty kind of funny. But anyway, so let me just run through some actual. Let me just run through. Shut the fuck up. Let me just run through some actual plot real quick, because I worry that we've become so meta with our content that we barely even talk about fucking the chapter anymore.
I don't.
We kind of have.
I do a little bit. Genuinely, our content can't just be us shitting around. Like, we have to talk about the chapter a bit more, guys.
Oh my god, this makes fucking day. This literally makes me not depressed. I don't give a fuck.
That's good, dude. We can also slide in some chapter talk as well. So
I got you.
So we have the super alloy alloy city is going to be this area here, and someone brought up a good point about the pace. You're right, because they are two birds, one stoning here. What I'm curious about, because they're getting the diamonds for the Medusas, but the what's the word? The fucking base over at Xeno's place is the one that has the diamonds to sand down I'm just confused, because like I thought so they need to sand it down, but so they're gonna have the batteries, but the other team has the Medusas. So how are they gonna meet up and then put the batteries in the Medusas in time to make it useful against Stanley? Like,
honestly,
are they trying to beat them there, mine diamonds, and then fucking leave before Stanley catches them up? And then I just don't get it.
It does seem that way.
Okay, go ahead. Because honestly, I don't know if we're starting from this, but are you guys like kind of like with the? I'm not saying that the pacing, but do you think it took them way too fast to make the diamond? Do you feel like
Kinda.
Like, was that like a head tilter too? Because I mean, to be fair, they did make a lot of stuff. Like, only thing that really took them long enough to make was the giant boat, and I think that was just because of like the thing. But they do make stuff that should take like years, really, really fast. But to be granted, it's like discount versions of it. But like, I would assume making a diamond, even like a fake one, would take some time. But they did that shit in a chapter, so I'm just like,
I wouldn't know. Yeah, you'd probably have to Google it before leveling actual criticism at that.
Criticism, but I'm just asking.
No, I mean, that's fair. I would just have to Google it. I mean, like, I could see if that's Googleable.
Yeah, because I could be wrong, but like I said, most of the stuff that they make usually should take longer. But I mean, also, to be fair to counter that, most of the stuff that they make is like the discount versions of like.
You want to know something? It's a top Google result. How long it takes to make
but you're looking at a naturally created one, which is 1 billion to 3 billion years. But like a lab one, I imagine is
as little as 2 weeks, according to Google.
You go.
Oh, well, shit. And it took them a whole whopping 30 minutes.
It's still fiction. Like,
we don't know how much time actually passed there. It could have been 2 weeks. Who knows?
True.
They have a whole ass science consultant.
Keep in mind they're sailing around an entire continent with a very low tech boat. Like, it's possible that it's been months.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really more so much the criticism. I was just like, oh, because I figured people would comment on it, so I was just doing that for those who would probably comment on it. Because I mean, it's honestly not even a criticism. I was just like, oh wow, they made that shit really fast.
Well, either way, I like this moment where he has them make them, and then he's like, now go dig up real ones. And then Magma's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Funny. They're always like, all that hard work. Because it's funny.
That would be, because at first I genuinely did think that Senku just did that to like teach them a lesson, but he's like, no, you need both.
Because I love the fact too that it's just like, I don't know, I love this fucking cover. This cover page. This blah blah blah. Okay.
You're talking about Chelsea again, right?
No. This page spread, bro. Like, which Jesus. One? When it's like, we won't get to talk again until this battle's over. Like,
oh yeah, I love it when manga could do that, because it makes it like this is important, right? And like, so that's something that's going to be completed later. So there's going to be a moment from here until they defeat Stanley. They're not going to be able to talk. So there's going to be like a big reunion. You know it.
Oh yeah, and that's where they all die.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, I just don't, because he says that the battle is going to take place in the place they're going, right? Like at the very end, he says, let me find it here. It's going to take place at the Stone Sanctuary. But the other team is working on the diamond thing, and he's saying that they're going to be relying on the Medusas to defeat Stanley. So I just don't understand how that's working. Like, do you guys does anyone understand that or have the same feeling as me?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, am I being stupid? Because like, there's 3 of us, so surely one of us should pick up on something if we're missing something. But like, if the final battle is taking place where they're going, which is still very far away from where the other team is, who is working on the diamonds so that the Medusas can work, then how is that going to work?
Honestly, I was actually confused about that too, because I was just like, because there's just like, oh, we can't talk till the battle's over. And then I'm pretty sure someone in the comments, maybe like Steel Ram or something, will.
I mean, he did tell he told Joel to message because they can receive messages but not send them out. So he said you can message me when you get the shit working, basically. So I don't know if
because they don't have diamonds of their own, to my knowledge.
Well, but where they're going, that's why I'm so confused, because he's both. I feel like I'm just a fucking idiot, but like it seems from my reading of it, he's telling the Joel team to go out and mine diamonds on their own, but is he or are they doing that?
I'm assuming that where they're going has diamonds too. Like he says a whole bunch of rare earth metals. So from my headcanon, from what I'm assuming, they're going to Brazil to get their own diamonds while preparing a huge amounts of diamonds back in the Corn City. So because they do have a lot of Medusas already, so I'm assuming, because I thought they're just going to use one, but I'm assuming they're going to get multiple. So
I think they said there was a translation in here somewhere where it said like a machine gun of Medusas or something.
Yeah, so I'm just complete guessing here, is that they're going to this area in Brazil that probably has a lot of metals that they can use to power the Medusas they have on the ship, while having them prepare like a backlog of diamonds already at Corn City, so when they eventually get there, they'll have like more supply. Because I mean, to be fair though, we don't really know how many diamonds are even in Brazil anyway, so they could be going there and they can only find like maybe 2 or 3 and only power the Medusa. Like,
well, the good thing about the fact that it's been like thousands of years is that like one of the reasons that diamonds are so rare is because like the second that people found them worthwhile, everyone went out and like dug them all up. But since it's been thousands of years, it shouldn't be like super hard to find them, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the gold rush. Like when that happened, then everyone went to California. When that first started, there was gold fucking everywhere, and then people fucking got rid of it all, basically.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I don't think you're stupid for it, because it does make you scratch your head a little bit.
Yeah, I guess because like to me, the smart thing would be go there, get the diamonds, and then like basically it's a race back to where you started, which would be ironic because Stanley would be like, "Fuck, we could have just stayed here."
Yep.
But like, I don't know, like, because I just I don't get it. Whatever.
Well, what's happening?
I just feel like I'm missing something like obvious, like because they have to. How are they? Didn't they specifically say multiple times throughout the past chapters that the only way they beat Stanley's crew is with the Medusas, because Stanley's crew is like basically unbeatable to them? Like there's no fucking way. Yeah.
I mean, they have guns, huh?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe it's something that I'm supposed to be confused about. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers got me paranoid because it feels like if I don't get something, it's like the end of the goddamn world. And David, I do wonder why you enjoy doing these Dr. Stone reviews with us, because it doesn't seem like you want to talk about the chapter at all. It seems like you come on here, make a couple meme comments, and then fucking want it to be over within 10 minutes.
No, like there just was not a whole lot to talk about.
He says this every chapter.
No.
There was.
No.
But that's okay.
No, there really wasn't. But
yeah, sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Anything else?
All right. The rating.
Here we go with the meme rating.
Out of 10 for me.
Honestly, 7 out of 10. Like, could have been better. I really want to know more. I want to know more about the relationship between Stanley and Xeno at this point, because it's got me hella confused. And also, the whole ass like separation anxiety that's going to be between the teams is going to be the fun part for the next few chapters.
Yeah.
Because now they're going to be self-sufficient, you know, and be like, okay, what would Senku do? And that's always a blast to have in there.
What would Senku do? What would Jesus do?
I think it's kind of good, because I feel like the team relies on Senku a bit too much.
Yeah.
And one of the things we used to talk about, Red, is just like we feel like Senku isn't really necessarily like the leader. Like everyone has their strengths on the team, but it feels like these specific people rely on Senku too much. So I think it'd be
good character development. Yeah, you make a good point.
For them to to Senku to say the author does a twist like I keep saying. The author could fucking put it on his head and kill off Senku. You never know.
Doubt.
Hashtag doubt in the comments.
If Senku died like this arc, like they would be. I wouldn't say like they would.
Chrome would take over. Let's be real.
They wouldn't be like get down, but like losing Senku would be a heavy blow to the Kingdom of Fire.
It won't happen. I highly doubt. If that happened, I'd be really impressed, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
really impressed.
I don't get that vibe from this author at all. Like zero evidence to show that he's like a big character death author.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone died in iShield 21.
The football manga?
A lot of concussion syndrome, probably. But
that's some hella serious football.
It's the NFL, the blitz level.
Goes to tackle a man, fucking bursts through him.
No, he could just be like, "Oh, on our way to practice, you get hit by a bus or some shit. You never know."
That character
you get isekai'd into a football world.
I was just about to go there.
You see, David, I don't want you to take it the earlier thing as an insult. Even though you barely ever talk about the chapter, you're very good comic relief. I appreciate that.
That's all I want, buddy.
Hey, man, if you want, literally, even if you didn't read Dr. Stone, I'd let you on here just to make your sassy, shitty comments.
But no, like, legit. Like, remember back during the drill chapter where Chrome was leading everything?
Oh, the drill. Good. You know what, David? You've redeemed yourself. Bring up the drill chapter. I like that. Yes, that was a good chapter.
Think of what we can do now when they're fucking making diamonds and shit.
God, how long ago was that drill chapter? Why does that feel like 2 years ago, like in my brain?
It does.
That must have been good.
It does feel like 2 years ago, but I think it was like.
Was that pre-Rona?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was pre-Rona. It's more fresh in my mind because I fucking streamed reading all this shit. Remember?
Yeah. I feel like something that happens, I think, to all of us, but it really hits David hard specifically, is like the binging effect where he loves it while he's binging it, but then he just can't handle the week to week.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is a thing. Like, I enjoy binging series. That's why I'm going back and rereading all the fucking Bleach now.
It was not pre-Rona. I just looked up the drill chapter. It was apparently chapter 162, and it came out August of 2020.
It was almost pre-Rona. Like,
yeah, basically.
It was a few months after the Rona became a thing.
But April, May, June, July, August. See, now I'm proud of this video because we didn't just fucking do interpersonal drama. We talked about the chapter a bit.
Yeah. 42 minutes. Anyway.
Yeah, see, now that's a goddamn Controlled Chaos review.
What could have been summarized in 10 minutes by Chibi Reviews, we stretched into almost an hour.
Yeah, dude. That's what you're here for, baby. It's because, if you stripped out the parts where we actually talk about the chapter, it probably would be 10 minutes.
Pretty much.
All right, I love you guys. Thurman, go bust your nut.
Go watch your Asian porn, buddy.
Turn on the Asian porn right now for the end of the video.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
Turn it on.
All right, boys. Well,
peace. Will we get a fucking DMCA for Asian porn?
If this was Twitch, yeah.
Do it.
All right. Well, I gotta get ready for work. So y'all have a good day.
Thurman, are you not gonna turn on the porn? We're asking you.
No.
Do it.
I literally don't have time. I have to hurry up.
Oh my! Did this man just fucking get rid of what's the word I'm looking for here? Sacrifice nut time for us?
Aww.
Yes.
Oh, Thurman.
I have to quickly be a quick shot, real quick.
Oh,
yeah, it's gonna be the.
I have to quickly lose pride in myself for being a premature ejaculator because I can go to work.
Not. If you're touching yourself, you have full control. It doesn't count.
Exactly.
The challenge is getting you to nut. Like you know yourself better than anyone will. You'll always be able to nut the quickest through masturbation.
Yeah. See,
you don't have to sit there and edge for fucking hours.
Yeah, like that's some cringe shit. Like you're masturbating and you're like, oh, it's only been 20 minutes. I gotta go for at least an hour to be a true man. Like a true man, yo.
He's got to go for that high. He's got to go for that high dick score, man.
If my dick isn't a fucking blister, I'm a fucking bitch.
That's true. That's true. All right, boys. You guys have a good day.
Everybody, goodbye. Are we piecing on the video now?
Peace.
Oh, we're still filming? Holy shit.
Oh, good. Oh, dude, that true man comment better have been goddamn recorded.
It was. Peace.
Good.